This is audio. This is audio of my review of SmackDown 5 nights ago. Or at least that's when I put this review out to you guys, man. I believe it was on Saturday. This was the last televised match for Jeff Hardy, and this was my review for Jeff Hardy, man. And I remember the words that I said. Something I don't usually say for any wrestler. I remember what I said, man. I said, Jeff Hardy looks happy again. Something about Jeff Hardy, man. He looks happy. And when I was done recording that and I put it out to you guys, man, it was one of the moments in that entire video, which was over 45 minutes in length. It was one of those moments that later in the day I remembered for some reason. It was just Jeff Hardy is smiling again. Jeff Hardy is having fun again, man. Somebody we grew up with, man, and somebody who is so respected. It was cool to say that, man. It was really cool to say Jeff Hardy's having fun again. And, well, this was the audio, man. This was the last time I'll be able to at least say anything about Jeff Hardy in a WWE, on a WWE program, man. This was my words 5 days ago. We get the tag titles again. Jeff Hardy, the best part before I move on, I can't move on without mentioning this. The best part of all of this was Jeff Hardy flossing while wearing Madcap's cap. So the hat that Madcap, his cap, Jeff put that on, and then he started flossing. Now, I want you to understand, if you're an older fan, you probably think he's just doing dental procedures, right? Dr. Britt Baker's in there, and Jeff is flossing. No, it's a dance move that the kids do, or at least did last year. I think it's so last year to the kids today. But Jeff Hardy was flossing. Flossing! Jeff! I love it, bro. I'm loving this new side of Jeff. Jeff recently just did a Broken Skull session with Steve Austin where he really just, it was really awesome, man. And of course, Stone Cold had to put away the drinks. That's obvious because Jeff Hardy, I mean, we know the story. So they replaced it with coffee, which, by the way, it's a good substitute, man. BC used to hit the bottle hardcore when I was younger. A lot of trouble doing that. So now I switched over to a lot more coffee. I can't say I'm in a lot less trouble, but coffee is a good substitute, man. It's a good adult beverage. So he did that with Stone Cold. He's in there flossing in the middle. Jeff Hardy, man. It looks like he's finally having fun. And I can't say that, man. We have watched Jeff Hardy for decades, many of us anyway. And I honestly believe this is the first time he's having fun, man. Pretty cool to see. I think I went on as well, man. It just looked like he was having fun lately. Something about Jeff Hardy lately. He was doing more interviews. He was open to doing the Broken Skull session with Stone Cold. He was doing a lot more external interviews. He was putting himself out there more. He was talking about when his contract ends in 2023 with WWE. He won't be done. He'll end it with Matt. He still wants to do something with Matt, his brother. He just signed a new deal, 2 more years. WWE, believe it was 3. It's going into the summer of 2023. And everybody thought, man, he's going to end it with Matt in 2023 or 2024. I mean, the dude was on cloud 9. He's in there flossing. It looked like he was finally getting a big push again. He wasn't going to beat Roman for the title, but he was going to be in a big match with Roman down the line. It was being positioned. He was playing with the big boys again. The last match he had with WWE in there with Xavier and Drew McIntyre versus the Bloodline. I mean, this dude he was catching that lightning in a bottle again, and that never happens twice usually.
Jeff Hardy was finding his groove again, man. And then it all came crashing down. Now, I put out a video earlier for you guys, man. It was an hour and 17-minute video. Looks like you guys are really enjoying that. We talked to Tony Khan in the war that he now has with Vince. He's finally fed up and he's talking about it. We talked about the Raw rating even with a double main event. Ouch. And we also talked about AEW Dynamite. It was a packed hour and 17 minutes. Go catch it after this one. But as soon as I was done with that, I caught the news of Jeff Hardy and I wanted more facts, man. I said there has to be more facts. Why is everybody staying so silent? Privacy is one thing, but when you have people out there saying that they think you were on something when you were in the ring, chances are you're a lawyer. Somebody would make a statement, right? Blasphemy. Complete bullshit. Matt Hardy would say something, right? His brother, somebody would say something that's in the know. Listen, we can't tell you everything. It's private. Trust me, he was not on anything. That we can tell you for sure. Nobody has said jack shit. Hardy's wife issued a statement, and she said, Jeff is good. This is Beth Hardy. Jeff is good. We are good. Post that you heard that. Thanks. Peace. So this seems more like a diss track, if anything. This seems like she wants to, like that's for somebody. Like they're upset that somebody leaked something. So post that you heard that. It was odd to me, man. Like, wouldn't you, I mean, people are thinking that the latest word we got, and Sean Ross Sapp is saying most of this. This dude's pretty reputable. This isn't like it's coming from Meltzy Boy, who 90% of Meltzy's shit is fucking you gotta take with a grain of salt. Fuck that. The whole jar of fucking salt. The whole fucking canister. Whatever salt comes in, you want to grab the whole bundle. No, Sean Ross knows his shit, man. When he said he was released, you could believe Jeff Hardy was released today. When he says that WWE offered Jeff Hardy rehab, treatment, and he declined. You see this match that he had on Sunday, it was absolutely horrendous. I don't know who made the call to leave him in there. Was that punishment? Because he was fucked up and they knew that? I watched the entire fucking match. I watched the entire match and something was just not right, man. The match itself, it was Drew, and Xavier versus the Bloodline. This was in Texas, I believe, Sunday night. In the entire match, he was playing dead, man. This wasn't just like playing defense and selling, which I'm high on. The entire match, Jeff Hardy was playing dead, bro. I mean, he'd take a punch, he'd be down for a minute, and he was in the match for a long time. It was so weird. It was almost like they were fucking with him or something. And he was playing dead for some reason in the match a long time. No offense at all or bare minimum. Every once in a while, he may throw a punch. And it was bad. Really bad. Light kicks and soft offense from the Bloodline. No matter what was being given to Hardy, it was with the lightest. It was basically a step above Orange Cassidy's shin kicks. If you've ever seen Orange Cassidy, the way he throws those little kicks, it was lighter than that, maybe sometimes a little more than. But they were being really gentle, but still keeping this dude in there. At one point, he goes to the outside, and Xavier and Drew, you can see, are talking in the corner. They don't know what the fuck this dude is doing. I believe it was Jimmy, at that time, didn't know if he should go out or not. It was a real awkward moment in the match. At the 8:33 mark of the video that I witnessed, Jimmy pushes Jeff away just a little bit so he can deliver a chop. And it looked like a chop anyway, he was setting up for. And Jeff just face plants into the canvas. At the last second, he like acts like he's gonna make a tag, but he's nowhere near Drew or Xavier. He just fell. He got pushed back a little. It's almost like when you see, and I'm not saying he was drinking, guys. We don't have confirmation. But if you've ever seen somebody under the influence, if you give them a little push, they kind of get wobbly. Jimmy pushes him a little to give him a chop. And he goes back and he takes a step like Ric Flair used to do when you hit him. And he would take 2 steps and he just fell. He face planted into the canvas. I believe this was Jimmy, by the way. I hope it wasn't Jay, and I'm saying Jimmy the whole time, but I believe it was Jimmy. Jimmy goes to catch him, guys. I watched it back 10 times. Jimmy went to catch Jeff because he tried to break his fall because he didn't know if he was literally going down, like out. So Jimmy tries to catch him. Then Jimmy tries to save it by putting him in an armbar so Jeff can just stay down, relax for a minute. Jeff will not give him his arm. Jeff refuses to give Jimmy the arm. So Jimmy now looks back in his corner. He's confused. So he tries to save the whole thing by just putting him. He places him gently in a headlock at this point. It was so fucking weird, man. He had the instinct to put his hand out, but still face planted, and Jimmy tried to save it as best as he could. And Jeff just refused to give the arm, so he gently puts him in a headlock. At the 9:46 point of the video that I witnessed, this is about the 9:46 point, Jimmy super kicks Xavier onto the outside. Jeff is still the legal man. Again, pretty much the entire match. Xavier gets super kicked, so now the focus is over there. It is at this time that Jey Uso, who's on the outside with Roman also kind of walks this way to put the focus over there. Jey now dips his head into the ropes, and he starts saying something to Jeff. Jeff looks up at him because he's trying to comprehend what he's saying, and then Jeff goes into the corner. About a minute later, he finally makes the hot tag, holds his side the whole time, jumps up about after 5 seconds, jumps the barricade, and he's never seen again. He never comes back into the ring. Fans in attendance say he was taking autographs and taking pictures, but he never returned to his brothers in the ring. That's a cardinal rule. You never leave your brothers in the ring. Am I understood? Never leave your brothers in the ring. So I don't give a fuck what this ends up being, and I have defended this dude because I love this dude. Don't leave your brothers. So he leaves his brothers. He jumps over the barricade. And he's never seen again. After the match, Drew McIntyre, he's searching around. He's playing to the crowd because he knows Jeff's probably not coming back. And he does this. It's like he's crazy. Drew McIntyre did that to the crowd. He looks around for Jeff and he goes, like, dude's crazy. And most of that match, Drew, when Jeff was before the tag, Drew McIntyre did not look at Jeff Hardy until he was tagged into the match, and then he was forced to look at him. I don't know if there was beef between Drew and Jeff too, but Drew wouldn't even look at Jeff. This was fucking ugly from top to bottom. If this dude was on something, and we don't know, that's the whole reason I didn't want to go, not even just live, not make a video even, until we get facts. But I'm pretty confident now factually saying the dude has been released. Sean Ross Sapp knows his shit. I've checked with other sources. It's pretty fucking good. When you see it in Sports Illustrated too, we can kind of talk about it now. The facts? Everybody's staying silent on it. Privacy is one thing. You gotta have some transparency. You gotta have transparency. If he was not on anything, just say, listen, it's personal, it's private, but we can assure you he was not on anything. Why is Sean Ross Sapp and reputable sources now saying that he was offered treatment in rehab Monday? Or whatever it was, maybe it was Tuesday. And he declined. Why would you offer rehab and treatment unless you didn't relapse, right? You must have relapsed. So this would be his 12th fucking relapse. At this point, it's not even about him anymore. This dude could kill somebody. On the road, in the ring. And again, we don't know. This is speculation. This video is mainly about the release. But we're fucking LIVE live right now. Of course, we're going to talk about the what ifs. It's an important topic for BC, man. I used to be in Jeff's shoes when I was younger. The key phrase there is when I was younger. I paid harsh lessons, the harshest. I learned from my mistakes. I've gotten better. I contributed to society. You can't be 44, 45, whatever this dude is, and still playing around like you're fucking 16. And I already made videos about this man. More than 1, 2, 3. One of the last ones I made. Fucking, that's enough, Jeff, I think was the thumbnail. I forgot what it was, man. And I went hard on this cat. Because I saw my boys get fucked up. I saw my boys who are no longer with me right now. Because they couldn't get it through their head to change. Even for BC, it was too late, but I learned. So I made a video on this where I was really hard on Jeff. And you know who commented on that video? You know who reached out to BC in a comment? You know who took the time to watch the entire video when I was hard on Jeff? Matt Hardy, the brother of Jeff. His comment's still there to this day. And I quote, jotted it for you. This is Matt Hardy responding to BC in that video that I made. Matt Hardy said this: everything you said is true. Powerful video. Good job. Matt Hardy, when I gave a half an hour scathing response to Jeff Hardy's one of his latest arrests, his own brother took the time to watch BC and tell me that everything I said was true, that it was a powerful video, and good job. Because he knew his brother needed help, bro. Matt was in the same position too. Thankfully, Matt has turned everything around, and I hope it stays that way. Matt Hardy's on the right trajectory. But for his brother to reach out to BC and thank me? All good, bro. It's the least I can do with a platform. As his brother and as somebody who's been in the shoes of Jeff, just like BC has, you be there for him. But there's a line. If you enable too much, just keep doing it. Again, we don't even know, man. We're playing the what-if game. We are hearing that he turned down treatment, rehab. And so the final nail was release. So if he turned down treatment and rehab, that leaves us only one conclusion. It was a relapse of some sort. First and foremost, we pray for the dude himself, the guy who's beloved by everybody. Jeff Hardy. I have never met one person that has a bad thing to say about Jeff Hardy. Not one person. The dude is a fucking beautiful human being. Just a great, great guy. And sometimes it's the really great dudes or gals that have the most baggage to carry. Not just physically, mentally too, bro. One of my best friends in this world, his name was Ryan. He was just the best kid, dude. Everybody loved this kid. Got all the fucking girls sometimes. Even BC, who got all the fucking girls. I thought I was jealous of this motherfucker. But all the dudes wanted to be around him too because he was so awesome, dude. The vibe. He was just a cool dude. And he didn't have to force it. He was just naturally just a great person. Little did we know, man, he had such a drug issue. And it finally led to him no longer being with us. He passed away many years ago from an overdose. Not a day goes by I don't think about that guy or a ton of other of my friends, but especially him because he was just the nicest dude. And you never would have thought that something was going on deeper. And Jeff walks around the nicest guy. Everyone has so much great stuff to say about him, but something is just not clicking. And he keeps going back to substances. So, first and foremost, man, much love to Jeff, man. As harsh as we are, it's because we love the dude. Let's be honest. Even if you're not a Jeff Hardy fan in the chat, man, you know you fucking love the dude because he's a great dude. How can you hate or not like Jeff Hardy, bro? So, first and foremost, we love that dude. We hope and wish nothing but the best. But there comes a point when you're near 45 years old, it's no longer about just you. He has a family, bro. Wife, kids, brothers, nephews, nieces. The list goes on. People that care about him and need him in their life. At some point, you're gonna have to think about other people. You gotta stop being selfish. This is a vid I never wanted to make again. This dude came back and he was doing fucking great, man. Fucking great. He is flossing this past Friday night on SmackDown with a smile. A feud with Roman Reigns, it was in the future. Wham! Wham! Snap of a finger, blink of an eye. Done. Done. Whole career done. And people don't even want to address the issue, man. If he did relapse, or this was something serious, like he just went into business for himself, he wasn't happy with Vince, and he just walked away from his brothers in the ring. He left the match, hopped the barricade, and left his brothers in the ring. You never do that in pro wrestling. I've been in the ring. I have friends right now, even during the pandemic, they travel the world. Weren't really supposed to, by the way. $50 in front of 10 people. This is what they do for a living. My boys will tell you, you never leave your brothers in the ring. One of my favorite wrestlers of all time was the Ultimate Warrior. Trust me, not for his skill. But to this day, I never let him down. Or a forgiven is never given for what he did at SummerSlam when he held Vince McMahon hostage for more money. And he said he wasn't going to go out and perform. You can't do that to Hulk Hogan and Slaughter and everybody he was sharing the ring with. You can't do that the day of, bro. And don't bring up Gail Kim. Gail Kim was in a battle royal, everyone for themselves, and she was going to get eliminated anyway. Gail Kim's booking was absolutely horrendous. She knew she was better than that. So Gail Kim eliminated herself. So that doesn't fit this mold. Don't even try that, Jack. Gail Kim knew exactly what she was doing because she could do it. I refuse to believe that Jeff Hardy left his brothers in the ring just because he had a problem with Vince. Jeff Hardy is a consummate professional when he is not on something. So I gotta refuse to believe that. Why would you leave the ring and hop the barricade unless something was it's not like he had an injury, because then you would go to the doc or up the rampway. We are all being told that people in attendance, he was taking autographs and photos while his teammates are fucking looking for him. So, we don't know. That whole spiel is a what if. We don't have confirmation. That's why I was waiting to even make this fucking video. But I want to go live with you guys for SmackDown tomorrow, and I already put up a video earlier. This was the only window I could talk about his release. And I knew you guys were going to ask me a million times, what do you think it was about? So if it has to do with substances and a relapse, that is what I have to say about it. I think I said enough in the past 20 plus minutes. That's how I feel if it was, and if it wasn't a relapse, and he just hopped the barricade and left his brothers in the ring, how fucking dare you, bro? And I love Jeff Hardy, but I would tell any wrestler, Whatever shit you have in beef with Vince, cool. Settle it any way you want. You want to duck out of a match or not go to that ring? Shove it to Vince? Great. Don't do it during a match with your brothers, though. Any pro wrestler will tell you that. Bubba Ray was funny. Bubba was saying, I'm going to give it a 1% chance that this is all a work. And then here we are 2 days later, and he's released. Matt Hardy put out another statement just saying always, and it has a collage of him and his brother and just, family always. Now people are talking about, this could be a way where him and Matt can now be reunited and be the Hardy Boys again. Well, guys, if he relapsed, then what the fuck company's gonna want this guy? We're already talking about just him being in another promotion, being with his brother. Does anybody care about the dude's health? I think he should be far away from a wrestling ring for, 10, 20, 100 years. It's clearly not working. If you think wrestling is gonna make him better, do you know the bumps and the bruises and the fucking blood, sweat, and tears that goes into every fucking match? You take a beating, bro. You take a fucking beating. There's a reason the Benoits and the Guerreros and so many others are no longer here. You take a fucking beating. And you take a lot of shit to be able to take those bumps and then to recover from those bumps. Do you think this is just going to get better as he gets older and has more matches and needs shit for his pain? And there's people that just want him to fucking go over to AEW and tag team with Matt now. What about his health? This just happened, and I literally saw people going, oh, wait, Hardy Boy reunion, AEW, this is going to be great, man. This is going to be awesome. Are you seeing what is happening? I can't... What is going on, man? They're human beings before they're wrestlers. You do not leave a ring, hop the barricade, start taking photos when you should be working on the job, and everything's okay upstairs. No. The lights are on, but nobody's home. Something's wrong. And this is such odd timing too, man. Freddie Prinze Jr. just talked about recently, last couple of days, Freddie Prinze Jr. talked about how Triple H and him had beef because Freddie Prinze was supposed to write the whole storyline of Jeff Hardy getting the championship. Triple H was against that. He didn't want to do the job. He didn't want to drop the title to Jeff Hardy. He didn't want Jeff Hardy being the champion. Oh, you're going to trust that? I mean, Triple H is probably giving himself a pat on the back right now. But Jeff Hardy was trying to show everybody that he can be trusted. Give me the title. And Freddie Prinze Jr. was just doing what he was told. But Triple H never liked Jeff Hardy. Just like he never liked CM Punk. Those type of wrestlers that didn't kiss Triple H's ass, Triple H didn't like you. If you weren't going to lay down and say, how many elbows would you like to give me, sir? How many pedigrees would you like to give me, sir? If you didn't lay down for Triple H, he didn't like you. He would whip out that golden shovel or sledgehammer, and he would drop people like Sting because Sting wouldn't put up a fucking fight. All right, I'll do the job for you. My first match in WWE, I'll just do whatever you say. Booker T. So many people Triple H made sure that he fucking ruined. And if you didn't lay down for him, if you didn't do the job for him, he didn't like you. Just ask CM Punk, bro. Just ask Jeff Hardy. So Freddie Prinze Jr. finally opened up about that and said the one person I really had a big beef with, or the biggest beef creatively, from a power up, a higher up, Triple H. Just some of the names, man. You guys are already giving me some of the names, man. Booker T, Kane, Rob Van Dam, CM Punk, Matt Cardona, Jericho several times, Benjamin, You guys could probably compile your own fucking list of people that Triple H needed to make sure they knew who was boss. So Freddie Prinze Jr. just came up with that. And then, yeah. Mr. Kennedy, fucking Mr. Anderson, totally forgot about that. Steiner. So Freddie Prinze Jr. talks about Triple H looking down at Jeff Hardy. Then we see the Broken Skull session with Austin. And everybody's talking about how they put away the beers and they substituted it with coffees. Right? And that became a kind of a focal point. So he does the Broken Skulls. And then number 3, man, BC was recently just saying how it looks like this dude's happy again. It looks like he's having fun again. Right after I say it looks like he's having fun again. Maybe now we know why he was having so much fun, huh? Fuck, bro. Such odd timing. If it seems like I'm frustrated, I am. Because I had such high hopes for Jeff this time, and he was doing great. He was doing fucking great. Signed an extension, make that money for your family, make sure you save it for the next couple of years. It's guaranteed money. Unless Vince fucking releases. I doubt that was going to happen, though. As long as Jeff didn't do anything stupid, he would have had that guaranteed money. Protect your fucking... Make sure that your family is financially secure. And then in summer 2023, if you want to give it one last Hardy World Tour, limited dates, go over with your brother, man. Let's do one more year tour. Nah, man. Everything got ruined just like that, man. And I really would... I'm interested to see what it is. Privacy's one thing, no doubt. If something that's real private, details don't come out, that's fine. Everybody's got private shit. They don't want it out there. They don't want it out there. If Beth, his wife, doesn't want it out there, she doesn't. If he doesn't, he doesn't. If Matt doesn't want to say anything, he doesn't. WWE doesn't want to release anything, they don't have to. I'm asking for transparency, though. Weave out what it's definitely not. If it's not substances, for instance, say that. And then leave everything else private. Cool. Stop the speculation. But the fact that nobody's doing that, and his wife, Beth's response just seemed like it was a dig to somebody who she wanted to, like, say something to. Jeff is good. We're good. Tell everyone you heard that, in quotes. No need to get snippy. People are fucking actually worried about the dude. The dude's got fans around the world. And of course, we know how Matt Hardy's wife is, Rebby. Rebby does not take shit, man. Rebby was pissed off at Jeff Hardy for fucking the longest of times because Jeff wouldn't get his shit together. And when I made that video that Matt Hardy commented on and said thank you to me, that was right around the time that Rebby was taking the social and being very vocal about being pissed off about the whole Jeff Hardy situation. So then, if not a relapse, if not, because we don't know, so we have to look at it from all angles. However, again, if Sean Ross Sapp is correct here and he was offered treatment rehab one more time, you wouldn't offer somebody that unless there was a relapse. But let's just say, for what if's sake, that it wasn't. You still can't leave your brothers, man. So either way, Jeff Hardy, man, that is a rough night turned into a lot of bad decision making via Jeff Hardy. And no matter how much I fucking love the dude, you gotta call people out at 44, 45 years old, whatever he is. You gotta eventually say, grow the fuck up, bro. If you truly love somebody, you gotta be there for them and give them the harsh critique. You gotta tell them the truth. Triple H is an absolute ass kisser to the highest levels. I've had enough of everybody coddling this dude's balls because he had a good NXT brand for a few years. You're damn right he did. BC loved it. He knew what the internet crowd was really going to be into. He knew what the alternative to WWE was. But every single time he needed to stroke McMahon's cock, he was right there. And when he needed to blame the fans and tell us if we don't like it, don't watch, he was right there to do it. Triple H played both sides. And when Tony Khan whooped his fucking ass, because it was Triple H that said it was a pissant t-shirt company. It was Triple H that started going longer on Tuesday nights, playing those dirty tricks, him and Vince McMahon on Tony, but Tony kept winning. AEW kept beating that ass. Triple H tried to counter with the Great American Bash and Halloween Havoc. He was trying to make mini pay-per-views just like Tony Khan was doing. And when everything failed and Triple H lost the brand, the ratings were in the fucking toilet and he was getting his ass whooped by AEW, all of Vince McMahon's money, because that's how NXT was funded, Triple H was granted this huge fucking toy and he got to play God with everybody. You saw when he would tell people they were promoted to the main roster, he would bring them into an office, he would stand there with his delts out. His fucking deep voice. You made it to the roster. Enzo, Big Cass. So we got some news for you. You're going to the roster. How do you feel, man? You deserve this. Now make me proud. Daddy Papa H. Make Papa H proud. Right? And the females would come up. Ember, make Papa H proud. You know I got your back. Do great up there. And when Ember got the booking that she got, or Karrion Kross or Keith Lee, Triple H wasn't there to stand up for them, bro. He was too busy cutting interviews telling us if we don't like it, don't watch. Do you guys remember that? Because that was his words. If we don't like it, don't watch. And he also said, stop blaming Vince. Everything he does is best for business. You have no idea what's going on backstage. That's what he said. Played both sides of the fence, and when he got his ass whooped and his father-in-law took the toy away, took NXT away, he couldn't even face it. He went to do his heart procedure. Because he couldn't accept the backlash of losing, getting his ass kicked to Tony motherfucking Khan. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I the only podcaster who's going to call that out? You're damn right I am. Triple H has tried to play God ever since he got power. He left China high and dry because he knew if he could get with the boss's daughter, he's set for life. And poor Joni, poor China didn't deserve that fucking shit. And then she gets fucking pushed to the side, and now she's no longer with us. Downward spiral after that. So no. I'm not going to coddle this guy's balls because he got his NXT taken away. Can't even find his fucking balls because, like Randy Orton says, they're in Stephanie's purse. Ask Santa Claus to get them back for Christmas. Anyway, thanks for joining me, guys. That's my feelings on it. I tried to keep this about a half an hour. I know I had some VIPs come in here. Let me try to get you guys real quick, man. Hold on, please, guys. Ashley Steggles, man. Ashley, what's up, dude? Good to see you up in here, man. I wish it was in better circumstances, man. I saw a fan's video of Jeff during the Bloodline's entrance sticking his index finger up, imitating the Bloodline, and then quickly sticking the middle finger up. I didn't even see that, Ashley. That's more erratic fucking bizarre behavior by Jeff. Thanks for I didn't even see that video, Ashley. So, I mean, all this stuff is kind of coming out within the last couple of days. I haven't even seen it all. But, Ashley, I appreciate it, dude. I'll try to catch that. Lisa Matcher, 2-spot, no words needed, just showing the love. Lisa, I appreciate that, man. Lisa, I wish it was under better circumstances, but appreciate the coffee, appreciate the love and support. Chelsea Elaine, what up, Chelsea, 279? If it's not that, then there's more to the story, BC. There's a lot more to the story, Chelsea. There's a lot more to the story, and that's the thing, man. Privacy's one thing, absolutely. Whatever they don't want to share, they don't have to. Clearly, it's none of our fucking business. We're just asking for the transparency, right? Which means weave out what it wasn't. That way, at least his fans know, like, he's good. But if he was on something again, bro, that's absolute fucking, that's bullshit. You can't do that to the people you're in the ring with. You can't do it. I don't even see how that's... I don't see how anybody would think that's okay to take anything and then go into the ring. But we don't know, man. Ashley Steggles, man. Ashley, another $8.99, man. Hey, appreciate you, brother. Even though I'm yelling for 40 minutes, man, Ashley's still showing the love. I appreciate it, dude. Ashley, this sounds harsh, but before long, we will wake up one day to hear that Jeff is no longer with us. As much as I don't want to say something like that, it's sadly true. Unfortunately, Ashley, that's the only way it ends, and I've seen it too many times. I've already said this in a past video, though. That's the one that Matt Hardy actually watched the whole thing and responded to BC, and Matt Hardy agreed with me. Matt Hardy's words, man, on that video that I made about Jeff. This was Matt Hardy's words. Everything you said is true. Powerful video. Good job. His own brother, who I respect greatly for his creativity. Love Matt Hardy. And I'm so glad that he got his shit together. But Ashley Steggles, that's the only fucking way this... If he's not going to get better himself... then... If he's not going to get better himself, then... I mean, that's the only other... that's the only other fucking... It's the only other result. But it does look like a relapse. It does. Again, the official reward that it's official as it is, man. Sean Ross is usually pretty damn good. WWE offered rehab treatment. So that clearly indicates a relapse. It's unfortunate, but that looks like what this is. Fucking guy, bro. And if that's the case, he needs to stay far away from wrestling for his own good. Not just the livelihoods of others. He needs to stay away for his own good, man. Wrestling is not going to make this better. And this should be, if it was a relapse, this should be the last we see of Jeff, unfortunately, inside a ring competing. Because again, himself is one thing. You can't be there. I mean, wasn't there another incident in TNA Impact? Something Road, Ramblin' Road, Revolutionary Road, Renegade Road. There was another incident where he was literally in the ring. He could have fucked someone up. This wasn't the first. Victory Road. Thank you, guys. JR. Victory Road. It was versus Sting. Exactly. Thank you. I can't believe I forgot to even mention that. Fuck just being fucked up in the ring, which we know several times he has been. If you go back to that Sting shit, that's scary. You look at what happened Sunday night in Texas. That shit's scary. You can't do that shit. And there's people that go, hey, it's all right, though. Everyone relax. Let's just hold on and get more info, everybody. The info that we do have, it's pretty fucking bad. No matter which way you look at it. If I'm AEW or anywhere, I'm closing that door. Closing that door until further notice. Chelsea Elaine, 279, he versus Sting at that match in Impact. Yeah, him and Sting, that's exactly what I was talking about. James says he was way out of it that night. I remember something just horrific for him, man. I mean, he was done. He was gone. You know, no, it's not shade to Scott Hall, but it's something you would expect for him, older, not wrestling, and he kind of makes his way to the ring haphazardly. Okay, but Jeff was competing against one of the best in the world, Sting. Sunday night, Jeff was in there with Roman Reigns. Do you think Roman If this was a relapse or he was on something, you think Roman's gonna ever allow him back in those walls? Roman's got some fucking power. 3-second match, crowd chanting bullshit, bullshit. That was one of the worst nights for pro wrestling, man, to see Jeff Hardy in that condition. So we'll see. We'll see, man. We'll wait till more deets come out. We'll see. Again, the latest word is that he was offered rehab treatment, so that tells us one thing. But I don't want to confirm it. I don't want to confirm it, and none of us should. But that's, I mean, nobody's denying it. You would at least say, even if you want to keep shit private, you would say, hey, blah, 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 but it's not this, don't worry. You would at least say it's not this. Prime Killer 2-spot. If Jimmy Uso getting help for the is Jimmy Uso getting help for the DUI that he had? I heard that was being taken care of in-house, and we got no more deets on it. He looks like he's been great ever since, Prime Killer. Everybody's been saying really positive shit backstage, the last that I heard from my people. So I'm hearing that that's good. We don't want to jinx that shit. But Prime Killer, I'm hearing that that's much better. But again, you bring up a good point, man. Uso's had a problem too in the past several times. But last I heard, doing much better. And so was Jeff, though, and you saw what happened Sunday night. Joey's Adventures, 2-spot. Joey's. Jeff should stick to conventions for a while. No doubt. No doubt. Just stay out of the ring, bro. And that sucks because we love Jeff Hardy. And he can still go when he's not on shit or when his head is clear. But he should not be wrestling anytime soon. Joey's Adventures, I can't agree more, bro. Ray Hunt, bro. Ray Hunt has a 5-spot coffee for your boy BC. Ray Hunt says, I remember a fan yelling, "This sucks." And Sting saying, "I agree. That was the most disappointing thing I witnessed." I remember that, Ray. Sting was looking at the crowd, hearing them, and Sting had to agree. Sting was mortified. Could you imagine putting someone like Sting in that position? Or how about being a fan of Jeff Hardy your whole life and seeing Jeff in that state, in that position? I mean, that was just sad all the way around, man. No other way around it, just sad. Ray Hunt, man, you guys got some good memories on that, man. Yeah, I can't believe I forgot to bring that up earlier, but that was against Sting, yep. And it was, man. It's one of those videos, guys. Sometimes you're gonna hear me just at a loss for words. It's like when you get the mass releases and BC has to come out here live and talk about it. I mean, there's gaps because I'm trying to process it. When I got word that Jeff Hardy, after just 5 nights ago, the last review I gave about Jeff was about how he looked like he was having fun again. He was flossing. He's having a good time. Him and Drew looked good in there together. Those were my words. That was the last review I gave of Jeff Hardy for his time in WWE. And then here we are just days later, and you're asking me to process that he just got released? You're asking me to watch that video from this Sunday night in Texas? And it's hard to watch. I don't know what the fuck everybody was thinking. You had to have known Jeff was not there, bro. Watch the fucking match. He should not have been in there that long. So I'm kind of, I don't know, bro. Sad all the way around. Much love and respect, man. It may seem like I've been really harsh, and you're damn right. Just like all my other videos about everybody that just can't get their shit together. I've been there, but I had to grow up because we grow up. At some point, you have to look at an adult and tell them the truth. Grow up. So yeah, you're damn right I'm tough on the dude. Much love to him. I hope nothing but the best for him. I hope when the facts end up rolling out more, that we can be at ease a little bit more. To his family, fellow superstars, man, who all of us never had a bad thing to say about this dude other than his own fucking demons. Other than that, the dude's a blessing to everybody he's ever come across. Everybody has something nice to say about him. He's fucking awesome. His own fucking demons. He can't get out of the way, man. Hollywood guy at the tail end, man, with a coffee for BC. Hey, Hollywood guy, thanks, bro. Much appreciated. There is an interview out there that Jeff said if he relapses, he loses everything, marriage, etc. I think I remember something like that. I think he knew that too, though. I think he knew the last time, man, with the response from the wrestling world. It wasn't just BC that was harsh in that video. We all came together and said enough. And here we are now. But Beth seems to be saying everything's fine, and she's got beef with somebody who broke some news or something, it seems like. Tell everyone you heard that, she says. I don't know, man. We know for one thing, a fact, he's released from WWE, and that's the whole purpose of this video. That in itself gets a video made, man, because that's what we have to talk about. It sucks that we have to have all of these question marks. I wish we had more fucking everything was just put out there and factual, but we're left with nothing because everybody wants to be so fucking secretive about it. Everybody wants to make everything a big question mark. Is what it is, man. Brianna! Yo, Brianna, salute. Appreciate you, Brianna. Thank you for the coffee. You would think that they could see that something was wrong. Why would they allow him in the ring? That's the thing. I mean, I rewatched this match several times, and it just was not right, man. Like, he wouldn't sell. He was playing dead half the match. It looked like Roman and fucking Jay on the outside were just fucking like laughing or just, they kept talking about the dude. Drew and Xavier kept on talking in the corner. Like, what the fuck? The referee looked totally awkward. And then he just, I mean, like, I don't understand anything about this. I would love to hear Roman's version, the Usos version, Xavier's version of the story, Drew's version, the referee's version. I would love to hear everybody's version. And most importantly, Jeff's. Brianna, it was one of the weirdest matches I've ever witnessed or watched. Thankfully, it was recorded. Jacqueline, thank you, Brianna. Appreciate that. Jacqueline Robinson, 20 spot, man. Jacqueline. Several coffees for you, boy, man. After a double video day, an hour, 17 minutes earlier, and an hour now. Jacqueline, I'm going to use those coffees probably in 1 fucking hour. Jacqueline, appreciate it. If Jeff wants AEW, it's not fair on other wrestlers like Sting to go through that again. Jeff needs help first. All right, so you're saying if Jeff wants to go to AEW, it's not fair on other wrestlers like Sting to go through that. Jeff needs help first. That's exactly what I said earlier, Jacqueline. He should be nowhere near a wrestling ring for a long, long time. Get your shit together, man. Even if he wasn't on anything and he just decided to bail on his brothers in the ring. You can't do that. It's a wrestling 101 rule, man. I mean, you're in there, you're in the trenches, you're in the war zone at that point. You can't just bail on your brothers and sisters, bro. You could never do that. I would hope nobody would do that. Oh my God, no. You can't bail on your brothers and sisters. So he was either on something or he just left them high and dry. Either way, horrible night of decision-making for Jeff Hardy. So absolutely, nobody should be hiring him anytime soon. He needs to work on himself. Jacqueline Robinson, I absolutely agree with you. And I love Jeff Hardy, as most of you do. So I'm saying that it's tough love. But he should not be going to AEW anytime soon. He shouldn't be at the local bingo hall taking on Danny Dipshit Dugenheimer and Fuckwad Fred. Because I do care about Jeff Hardy. I care about him too much. And I'm not thinking about the wrestler. I'm thinking about the person, bro. Anyway, Brianna, Jacqueline Robinson. I appreciate you guys so much, man. Thank you. What a double video day, man. It's not how I wanted to come in front of the camera with you guys on this live stream. Again, put up an hour and 17-minute video earlier today. I covered so many topics. Check it out. You guys seem to be loving that. And then tomorrow night, I hope to do a SmackDown live stream reaction. A little bit of a watch along. I hope to, not confirmed. So it was now or tomorrow morning. I don't think any other facts are going to come out before 10 a.m. tomorrow. So I decided to do this now, guys. And I wish I had more for you. But my best solution for you if BC can't come on quickly, follow Sean Ross Sapp, and he's usually pretty damn spot on with his information. It's not like a Meltzy boy, don't worry. When you hear something and you just know it's just a story, Sean Ross usually has some really good shit, man. So if my people can't tell me something up front, I like to always go to people like Sean Ross, man. A very reputable source, so... Or maybe you guys have somebody that you like to go to who you know is reputable, man. Just be on the lookout for more info because there has to be so much to know about this. There has to be. And until we get more, man, no matter what, much love to Jeff Hardy, his family, and I just hope for the best for him, man. It's tough fucking love, man. This shit, we have to stop talking about these type of things when it comes to Jeff Hardy when he was doing so good again, bro. Anyway, guys, much love. BC is out, man. Kick the rest of the night's ass, and hopefully we can do this again within the next 24 hours. Till next time, check you guys. I'm out. Get that fucking... Make sure I didn't have a VIP. Hold on. Oh, fuck. My B. Hold on. All right, Jacqueline. Yeah, I got Jacqueline. Okay, had to make sure my VIPs were good. All right, much love. I'm out. Check you guys.